What is up, YouTube? Tinman77 here today with another gameplay review. And we played Bard Ezreal bot here. Probably the lane you're going to see the most with Bard, right? So Ezreal Bard, obviously a super strong pick lane. Synergizes very well. If you're ahead, you can look for poke zones. Let me just fix the Fog of War. If you go roam, Ezreal is super safe and can farm. Good lane. So let's see what we do in this game. Because I haven't done a gameplay review in a while. And people usually enjoy them. So we're gonna watch the gameplay in the background and I will be commentating a little bit over it. Here you can look for Tribush. If you do this, you want to throw a Q, maybe an auto attack, and then run away. You would win the all-in, but if they come from red leash, and Graves would come, you would die or have to use summoner spells. So if you're doing this, you're looking for a good trade, a good little poke. You're not necessarily looking for an all-in, if they come after the leash. But the enemies did not come, so we go back to lane, as per usual. We will be playing AP Bard, or Damage Bard, how I like to call it. Nothing new if you're on this channel. I'm a Damage Bard main. I don't like the... I'm not a fan of Tank Bard. We see the runes bottom left, Electrocute, Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter. Celerity and Scourge. Had to think for a second there. Pretty usual stuff, trading. Here we got level 2 earlier. Bard will get level 2 as the first person. Because if you collect 2 chimes at level 1, you will only need 1 wave and 2 melee minions if it's shared. Instead of 3 melee minions. So you will get level 2 before your ADC. Yeah, the trading pattern, Q auto attack procs Electrocute or auto attack Q. Bard, pretty decent pick against the Vel'Koz, you can catch him later with ults. And if he ults, you can cancel his ult. Also, don't mind me, I'm sipping a beer. I'm not an alcoholic. I just had a rough day. Let me drink in peace. Yeah, so we're playing with Diesel and Challenger ADC. I believe he plays some ERL, probably like Germany first div or something. I'm not too up to date with ERLs. But he did well this game. Usually my win rate, and beautiful, that's just beautiful. Vel'Koz overstepped, he forgot about the Bard portal. Ezreal played aggressive. We came in with the Q Ignite. Also the enemies failed a little bit because they're playing double heal. Which is not good because if you use heal 2 times within a certain amount of time, the second heal will only be 50% as effective, if I'm not wrong. Doesn't even say it here. But yeah, you will not get the full amount. So it would make more sense for Vel'Koz maybe to go barrier or for Vayne to go exhaust. Just double heal is it's not a good option. Here I wanted to reset, Ezreal wanted to get the wave in, which is fine. And I thought he could do that and then I got unsure, so I cancelled my backport. But it's fine. Get a pretty decent back off now. Let's see the gold. We got 700 gold, meaning we're buying a Kirkis shard. If you're interested in this, check out the build and runes guide. I've made a full video on that. I will not go into too much detail on here. It's pretty much always the same what you're buying. As you got a Sheen and a Tier, very good base as well. We're happy with that. And in this game, In particular, you will not see me roaming a lot early game. Just because you are Bard, you don't have to roam. If you're winning your lane and the other lanes are doing fine, you can get a huge advantage by staying bot. You don't have to go mid or top. Here, try to flash Q him. We're trading flashes with Zed. That's fine in my opinion. And this Vel'Koz just doesn't deal any damage because he went Glacial Augment. His rune setup is pretty weird. He got Minion Dematerializer. Only now realized that maybe he had like the wrong rune page from before. That would make sense. I wouldn't know why he would go Minion Dematerializer. Yeah, that might be the case. But even if you had different runes, it wouldn't change anything here, bot lane. I'm just showing you how to play a proper Bard Ezreal lane. And it's really hard for them to run into us. Bard Ezreal, we can slow them, we can Q them. We got heals, we got movement speed, we got dashes on Ezreal. And we can just throw Qs and auto attacks. They're lacking hearts, you see, they have Graves jungle. They don't have a Maokai or something to point and click Ezreal and lock him down. Getting a little honey fruit. Ezreal a super. Here Mr. Q sadly. Nice try, we get a decent poke. I couldn't get into ignite range sadly. And yeah, Ezreal is super strong ADC on this patch, even without Bard, just in general. Might even think of starting to ban him if I'm not playing it. I mean, if my ADC is not playing it. Because Ezreal is super good with Bard. But if my ADC doesn't want to pick him, he's also good against Bard. But I'm always happy if my ADCs pick him themselves. Let's see, we can... I yapped a little bit, but we can speed up while we walk back to lane. So we don't drag on the video for too long. Just focus on the crucial points in the game. Do you see, there's nothing to do mid-top. Enemy top is pretty fat, but it would be such a flip to go there. I can just stay bot here and increase the lead Ezreal has. Ezreal has almost a 30 CS lead over this Vayne. I know for a fact the Vel'Koz roams are not going to be dangerous on mid and top. If they have a pike sometimes or anything like that, you have to cover your mid and top. Kind of like counter ganking. But I'm not going to be scared of a Vel'Koz. We see his Q now, his bot lane. Yeah, I waited super long in this bush. I knew this wasn't warded and I would hope they woke up and I can maybe stun them. Also, I'm kinda acting like a ward now. I don't have to be here. If they go in, I can just portal. They're not gonna walk up. This is gonna be awkward. I'm just waiting. I mean, Skarner should leave here because, as I said, I'm kinda like a ward. Which is fine. I'm missing some experience, but it doesn't matter. I'm support and I'm Bard. I'm gonna get experience from Chimes. Also playing Bard. I really like this skin for 750. I just hate that the animations are not different. If it would have some cool animations, this would be a top tier Bard skin. The model looks insane. I love the chimes. I like the meeps. Such a cool skin. Sadly, no animations on W and Q. And E. But if you're looking for a cheap Bard skin, I can recommend it to you. Yeah, Flash, Vel'Koz Flash as well, trading flashes. And we're getting small leads here. We're getting CS lead on ADC, a kill here and there, maybe a plate. It's a pretty, this was I think a Grandmaster lobby with 1 or 2 Chels. Also some Masters, but the quality of the game felt pretty decent. Yeah, we just die for Vel'Koz leaves her alone, we die for. It's very simple. You know, you can ult the turret, and either you just ult the turret and then you can die for them while the turret can't hit you, or if they run into it so they're safe, you can just stun them afterwards. It's a win-win situation. We see this is such good poke. Here on Vayne, this was 1 Bard Q, 1 Bard auto attack and 1 Ezreal Q. And it did like 60% of her health. Just poking them. Let's get red side vision again. Red side clearly dominating in high relos. I think in diamond and below it doesn't matter, but master upwards, red side has a higher win rate. I think the higher the elo goes, the higher the win rate changes are. You get last pick, your average MMR is higher on both teams. Makes sense. I think in low elo blue side has more win rate because a lot of people play with locked cam and you rather play like from down to up than from up to down. But it used to be worse in older seasons. Because now they kinda adjusted the camera so you're not in the middle. And drop some deep boards. This should be an easy free kill. We predict the Vayne Q. And it's not rocket science there, right? Where does she realistically tumble? If she's super fat, she can tumble right and try to outplay. But this Vayne is gonna Q to her turret. It's not like I can read the future, but you just think how the enemy is going to think. You can hit a lot of these spells, even if they have dashes. This Rumble is super strong. Rumble, I'm always surprised by the champion's damage. Such an old champ with very little changes. Interesting design, a little bit outdated maybe, and just super high damage. This should be a free kill as well. Vayne completely overstepping. You can say, well, this Vayne is just playing bad. But I guarantee you, in your games, people are also playing bad. What matters is that you're there to punish their mistake. This is probably the easiest way to win games. You don't have to do crazy plays. Just punish the mistakes the enemies are doing, the obvious mistakes. Someone is greeting for another wave. Ping your team, go kill them, go catch them. Be there at the right time. Ursa is jumping on me, but I should be fine. I'm flashing just to be sure. If that shuriken hits me, I might die, especially with the Vel'Koz ult. Super low though, so I have to stand back, maybe throw some Ws. I'm not gonna do a lot this fight. But I also don't want to reset just yet. Here I can find an ult. I won't get in range for the stun, but it's gonna be enough to lock them down. Get a quick little reset in. Collecting some chimes, getting deep vision, nothing crazy. Here sadly our Yone got caught. We might be able to burst this, we have a lot of damage. No, I hit a triple ult, can we get something from it? No. Zed taking the portal, #1 mistake. From #2 rule of League of Legends. Don't take the bard portal. #1 rule. Don't chase the singed. #2. Never take the bard portal. Then #3. Never invade an Olaf probably. Or level 1 fight an Olaf. Then #4 don't invade a Braum. #5 don't invade a Sign. Actually Sign is probably the worst out of all of them. If you invade a Sign and he gets a full charged Q, and then he can tank everything and go into passive. I've seen some terrible level 1s against Sign. Alright, and you see we're only 3 kills ahead, but we got 3 dragons, a 5k gold ahead, enemy team got bounties, we got a lot of plates, a huge CS lead in ADC role. Yeah. They have 0 turrets. So don't only be looking at the kills. Turrets is a big predictor on who's gonna win the game. Or who's ahead. It just opens up the map so much. If you got both mid turrets, especially tier 1, it just allows you to go into enemy jungle way easier when the tier 1s are done. There's not only the gold you get from the turrets, but also you open up the map. Then they have to be careful in every part of the jungle. Instead, if you have your turrets up, you can ward an entrance here, an entrance here. Then the enemies can't get into your jungle, except maybe over here. If the turrets are down, see? Now they can also get from under here. They can go from here. Keep that in mind, the turrets. How they change who controls the map. Now we will be looking for a catch here. Ult goes wide. Even Michael Jordan misses some ults, but it's enough to initiate a fight. Vel'Koz ulting, doing absolutely nothing. This is an Everfrost Vel'Koz, that sounds a bit useless. Maybe he did go Glacial on purpose, who knows. Sadly I died my first death of the game. We will be able to pick this up. Here you see we got good damage on the Graves. For a 1-1-12 support, and this could also be AoE damage, not complaining. Hextech Soul gathered and super strong soul, always good. Easy kill, hit the double ult and this should be the game. Obviously we hit the double stun. And this should be the game. No crazy flashy plays here. Solid lane, solid roams, two solid ults mid game. Nothing too crazy. Top was even losing at the beginning. Just normal Bard Ezreal masterclass. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, leave a like, leave a sub, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.